So I have with us Mr. Rick, who is also one of our beloved chaplains here at Vantage Hospice. Tell me a little bit about yourself, Rick.
Well, I've been doing this work for about 25 years. I've learned a lot. I've worked in different places, but I've enjoyed my time here at Vantage, working with the team, the doctors that we have. It's been a great experience. Been here for 8 years.
So tell me why you became a chaplain.
It seemed to fit my toolbox. I was a pastor. I had trained to be a church planter, but after I got into that, I realized I didn't see myself growing old as a pastor. And one of the things that people would always say I was gifted with is dealing with situations where someone had died, handling the family, doing the services, talking them through some of the issues with whatever they were dealing with afterwards, and thought that chaplaincy would be the way to go.
Is there a particular story you can think of that means a lot to you?
Probably about the third or fourth year I worked in hospice, where the man had declined the chaplain, told the nurse, I don't want a chaplain to call me. I don't want one to come to my house. I don't like preachers. I have no use for them. No chaplain. So about 5 months into that, now I have a program at the school my kids are going to be in, and I get to go say, yay, that's my kid. And I get a call. His sister, the caregiver, was requesting that the chaplain come tonight. Well, they haven't needed me for 5 months. I turned around and I went, because that's what I do. Walked up to the door, met the sister, told her who I was, and they said, let me take you to my brother. And as I walk in his room, I'm about to introduce myself, and he said, are you the chaplain? I said, yes, my name is. He said, I don't care what your name is. I'm dying. I need you to pray and ask God to give me 2 more days. All right, well, my name is Rick. And he said, you're not listening to me. I don't want to talk to you. I need you to pray and ask God to give me 2 more days. Well, I tried again to break that ice, but he wasn't having any of it. Finally, a friend of his came in, and they were laughing and yucking it up. And he finally looked at me. He said, are you going to pray? I said, why don't we stop and do that right now?
Right now.
And so I said my best prayer. He needs 2 more days to finish his business. Amen. He said, thank you, and pointed to the door. Now, I'm really irritated at this point because I've missed my kid's program for this. He gives me nothing to be thankful that I've come to see him. But this is on a Tuesday night. This man died on Thursday night at midnight. And I go to the home the next morning to talk with the sister, make sure she's fine. She said, thank you so much for coming. He was able to get all of his business taken care of. He got his 2 days, and he passed peacefully in his sleep.
Amazing.
It's worked on me ever since. If I don't go on Tuesday night, does he still get his 2 days? And there's no way to measure that. It taught me that in this work, there's so much that we do, we don't know our effectiveness. We can't measure the things that we do. And yet, the comments later from families and from people is, you were there for us and we appreciate what you did. Well, in a lot of cases, I was just there. It was a ministry of presence. They wanted to know that God cared. We represent that, and for them, God showed up.
That's amazing. So just speaking from personal experience, because Rick and I have a history, so I've known Rick for eight years. The interesting thing about Rick, one of the things that really about all of our chaplains here at Vantage is they're not just here for patients and families. They're here for us, for all of our staff, and anytime that there's ever been anything huge, and sometimes even when it's not huge, that we needed spiritual support or just support in general, you guys have always been here, and no one has ever turned away from just showing up. So we've had some pretty intense situations that we've dealt with together and been involved with families, and it's awesome. I love you. So thank you so much for everything that you do. I appreciate you.